Hello, Cook County Supervisors. I am going to do a tutorial for you guys on how to approve vouchers in the CTF system that have been entered by the court reporters. When you log in, you will see a screen that looks like this. It's going to have view requests, which is all the requests that are in the system to any courthouse you're assigned to. New requests. What that is you can enter a request for yourself, or you can also select a transcriber from the list. So this can come in helpful when you have retired reporters who do not want to be on CTF, or that makes it difficult for them to be on CTF. You can enter their case information and they can continue to send you a paper voucher. You can enter it from the paper voucher because it's very similar to that. So you would just do this drop down menu and then start typing a reporter's name, and it will show up and you would select them. At this point you would start entering their case information. So that is how you would enter a voucher for someone who is retired or who is unable to enter their voucher for some reason. And you would put in their hearing dates, and then you would upload the documentation, and we're going to look at the documentation from the supervisor view in a minute, so I'm not going to show you that right now, but you would need to upload PDFs that would come along with the voucher in order for us to review it here in the office. Essentially what it's going to be is anything that's attached by paper to a voucher today would be what we want to see in the upload. So this next menu is the pending review, and this is where you're going to spend some time. So anything that is waiting for your approval for any courthouse that you are added to, it's going to show up here. Right now I have put in some information from one of the vouchers that came in to our office already to be paid. So I used that specifically so I could have a Cook County example. You're going to want to click on the case number and take a look at this, and this should be very similar to what a transcript paper voucher looks like today. It has all the same information. It has the defendant's name, it has the case number, what courthouse and what transcript type it is, and who the judge is. On this specific one, the hearing date was 3/12/2019, 166 pages, billed at the original rate for $664. And it's saying right now the status was submitted to circuit approver, which is you, and here is a link to the supporting documents. These are the things that the court reporter would upload instead of attached by paper. So it opens up pretty small, so we're going to drag this open, and then we could also zoom in so we can read it better if you'd like. We're going to take a look here. 15 CR 07777-02 matches the case number here. Walter Hill, the name is spelled correctly. It's indigent because the state appellate defender is going to be the ordering party. We're going to scroll down here and see that it says Sharon Thompson, but logged in as me, so it's the case number matches. So shows that she uploaded the date of proceedings 3/12/2019, 3/12/2019 match. In this case, somebody had written in the page numbers. If you aren't necessarily writing in page numbers before these documents get to PDF format, that would be fine as long as you in your office are still checking off on those page numbers. So we know when it comes in here that somebody has verified the page count, and we will just check that the hearing date wasn't typoed for some reason. And that happens a lot more than we realized, and there's probably quite a few that we didn't check, we didn't catch on paper, but we are catching them now, and we would return them for corrections. So we're going to close this, and if everything is fine on this voucher, all the parts are here, you're going to approve that voucher. If you have additional comments that you want to put in here, you would type those in here, and then your name is already in this box, and you would electronically sign the statement as a supervisor. This is the same as you putting your signature on a paper voucher. You don't need to do anything else at this point. Once you click this button, it's going to be sitting in our office waiting for one of us to review and approve. No mailing, no stapling, no anything, no putting in envelopes. So this is going to eventually save you efforts once you get used to the new system. But let's say there was an issue. Let's say the court reporter typoed this and it was supposed to be 3/12/2018 and not 3/12/2019. So what you're going to do here is click this deny, and then you would put in the comments correct hearing date to 3/12/2018. You are going to want to put as much information in here as possible to let the reporter know what is needing to be updated. If it's the wrong order attached, if it is anything else going on with it, the wrong pages, the wrong whatever, you're going to want to put enough information in here that the reporter could see this and know exactly what they need to correct in order to send it back to you for approval. So at this time, you would also electronically sign it, and as soon as you click this button, it goes away and there's nothing else pending. The voucher was updated, but right now this is going to be sitting back in the Transcribers View as a reject, and it's going to send them an email letting them know they need to make some corrections on a voucher. I'm going to switch over to the Transcribers View of this, and we will take a look at what they see when they get back a rejected voucher. Okay, now we are on the Transcriber View. You'll see they have a lot less menu choices than you have. So they're going to see it right here. This one came back to them. It's been returned for corrections. What they could do at this point is they can reject it, and it will disappear from their views unless they click this button to see them. Or it will be, they can open it up by hitting this edit button, and they're going to see a correct hearing date to 3/12/2018. So they would scroll down here, correct that hearing date. They do not need to upload files again, even though they're not showing here, unless they needed to add additional documentation that they forgot to attach. We're trying to ask them to show what documents are already on the case, but at this point we can't see that on this view. And then they would save it, and then now they're going to see that it's now 2018, and they're going to electronically sign the statement again. And then it's going to come back to you. I'm going to switch back over to your view. All right, we're back at the supervisor view, and we're going to go pending review. And we are going to see that Walter Hill is back here in our pending review box. We're going to click on it again. Down here we're going to see that it was originally submitted to you, and then it was returned for correction with the comments, and then that it's come back again. And now we are going to approve it. We're going to say that the hearing date is correct now, and electronically sign that statement. So that is it. That is approving a case, and now it's waiting for us to review and approve in court reporting services. And once we go through them, we will likely approve it within 24 hours, and then it's going to head on to accounting. I'm going to show you a way you can see all requests. So if a reporter asks you a question about a certain voucher that they were wondering about, you can take a look in here and see what's going on with a voucher. So say you wanted to see, I'm not showing up here, but so let's say you want to see everything that Peg Black entered, and you would hit search and it's going to pull up everything where it's at. So this one's at accounting, this one's at accounting, and this one here says filed to SAMS. What filed to SAMS is that it means it has cleared the IOC check and it's now gone to the statewide accounting management system, and that's where all state of Illinois bills go prior to being paid. So this is the last step before it gets to issued. You're going to want to, if you wanted to look at all the information under a certain status, you can do that as well. So you could see everything that has been issued recently, anything that's rejected, returned for correction. So I'm going to go through these statuses. First thing, it's going to come to you, Circuit Approver. Once you approve it, it's coming to Court Reporting Services. Once we approve it, it's going to Accounting. Once they approve it, which I think they are running on Thursdays, so that will go once a week, it will be filed to SAMS. Filed to SAMS, it could sit here for a few days, maybe a little longer while it's running through the payment accounts. And after that, it would be issued. This means that a check has been issued. The reporter should have their direct deposit at least on the way, and they should be able to track their payment. And so that's it. And it is all you really need to do. I think once we get going, this is going to reduce the amount of paper, the amount of stuff that might get missed. The reporters are able to track their own vouchers and see where they're sitting. And then also, it's just going to move along more quickly because the court reporters are entering the information and we're not waiting on data entry for the accounting department to put it in from paper. So I think this, once you get used to the new change and once the reporters get used to the new change, that you're really going to like using this system. We're able to process things more quickly. We're saving paper, saving postage, and saving staples. So if you have any questions on how this is going to work for you, I would love to hear them and figure out the best way to get Cook County onto CTF without making it that much harder. The hardest part, I believe, will be you guys getting PDF documents to everyone. That will work. I just wanted you to know that most updated computers have a print to PDF function, so you would pick PDF instead of the printer, and that would be a good thing for the reporters to know, because for instance here I'm going to print and then I'm picking, instead of my printer, I'm going to save it as a PDF. So this will create a PDF from anything that's on your computer. As long as your computer is fairly updated, it should have this functionality. So if reporters are getting things in emails, or if they're getting anything on their computer, they're able to make it into a PDF just by going here and selecting PDF instead of a printer. That they could save it on their computer and then upload it. So that is it, and I hope this has been helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns, or need help with getting on the system.